Hello, welcome back to Filmflix. Today we're uncovering 10 mind-bending films that will have you questioning reality long after the credits roll. These are the movies that spark conversations and leave a lasting impression. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our amazing community of film fanatics. So, let's get into it.
What's wrong, Mom?
The storm is here, just like years ago.
First up, we have a Spanish thriller that is an absolute masterclass in storytelling. Imagine a glitch in the space-time continuum allows you to save a boy's life 25 years in the past. But this one good deed completely shatters your own reality and you lose everything you hold dear. The lead actress delivers a powerhouse performance, making you feel every ounce of her desperation and confusion as she navigates a world that is no longer her own. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time, trying to piece together the puzzle. This film is a beautifully complex web of consequences and what-ifs that will keep you guessing until the very end. For a truly captivating and emotionally charged experience, you have to watch Mirage. It's a cinematic gut punch in the best way possible. Okay, this next one will make you seriously question the phrase, "mother knows best." It's a psychological thriller that builds suspense with excruciating precision. The story centers on a homeschooled teenager who uses a wheelchair and her incredibly devoted mother. But when she starts to notice some strange inconsistencies in her life, she begins to suspect her mother's love is more of a cage than a comfort. Sarah Paulson is absolutely chilling in this role. Her performance is a masterclass in subtle menace. I found myself literally holding my breath during some of the more intense scenes. It's a claustrophobic and deeply unsettling film that explores the dark side of maternal instinct. If you're looking for a thriller that will have your heart pounding, you need to see Run. Okay, prepare to get wonderfully weird with this next pick. It's a visual stunner, but also one of the most unsettlingly bizarre films I've seen. The story follows an ambitious young executive who is sent to a remote and mysterious wellness center in the Swiss Alps to retrieve his company's CEO. He soon discovers that the spa's idyllic facade hides some truly terrifying secrets, and the so-called cures are the stuff of nightmares. Dane DeHaan is fantastic as the lead, and the gothic, dreamlike atmosphere is both beautiful and deeply disturbing. It's a long and surreal journey, but one that I couldn't look away from. For a truly unique and visually arresting experience that will haunt your dreams, you have to check out A Cure for Wellness. What if the afterlife was scientifically proven to be real? This next film tackles that fascinating and terrifying concept. A year after a scientist's groundbreaking discovery, the suicide rate has skyrocketed as people choose to get there. The story focuses on his son, who falls for a mysterious woman with a tragic past of her own. This is a more thoughtful and character-driven sci-fi film, exploring the emotional and philosophical fallout of such a revelation. With a stellar cast including Robert Redford, Jason Segel, and Rooney Mara, it's a beautifully melancholy movie that will leave you pondering some of life's biggest questions. For a unique and thought-provoking cinematic experience, I highly recommend The Discovery. This next film starts out as a seemingly straightforward crime thriller, but quickly descends into a paranoid and twisty nightmare. A detective investigating the disappearance of a young boy starts to experience strange and unexplainable occurrences in his own home. The film brilliantly plays with audience expectations, and just when you think you have it all figured out, it pulls the rug out from under you with a mind-blowing twist. Helen Hunt delivers a fantastic performance, and the suspense is palpable from start to finish. I genuinely gasped out loud during the big reveal. This is a must-see for anyone who loves a clever and well-crafted mystery. You absolutely have to experience I See You.
Does he really hit her?
No. Guess I learned from the best.
Parents, this one is your ultimate nightmare. What would you do if your teenage daughter confessed to a horrific crime? This film puts you right in the middle of that impossible situation. We watch as two desperate parents go to increasingly extreme lengths to cover up their daughter's actions, weaving a tangled web of lies and deceit. The performances from the lead actors are so raw and believable that you can feel their mounting desperation and panic. It's a tense and morally complex story that will have you questioning your own ethics. Prepare for a gripping and emotionally charged ride with The Lie. This Spanish language gem is a perfect example of how to create a deeply unsettling and heartbreaking story with a simple yet powerful premise. A couple finds a traumatized young girl wandering alone, but she's unable to communicate what has happened to her. Her only solace is to draw chalk outlines that she refuses to step out of. This slow burn mystery gradually unravels the horrifying truth of her past, and it is absolutely captivating. The young actress who plays the little girl is phenomenal, conveying so much with just her eyes. It's a dark and emotional journey that explores the depths of human cruelty and the resilience of the human spirit. If you're in the mood for a haunting and powerful thriller, you need to watch Howla, also known as The Chalk Line. Next up is a South Korean masterpiece that will take you on a wild and unforgettable ride. A young man's older brother is kidnapped, only to return 19 days later with no memory of what happened. As he tries to uncover the truth, he starts to suspect that the man who came back might not be his brother at all. The twists and turns in this film are absolutely insane and will leave you breathless. It's a perfectly paced thriller that blends mystery, action, and some surprisingly emotional family drama. The performances are incredible and the story is just brilliantly constructed. Go into this one knowing as little as possible. For a truly mind-bending experience, you have to watch Forgotten. If you're a fan of sci-fi that messes with your head, this next one is for you. In 1988, a police officer begins to track a mysterious serial killer who resurfaces every 9 years. He soon realizes that the killer's crimes defy all scientific explanation, and his obsession with the truth threatens to consume him. Boyd Halbert gives a fantastic performance, and the way the story weaves through different time periods is incredibly clever. It's a genre-bending thriller that will keep you guessing until the very end. I highly recommend checking out In the Shadow of the Moon. And finally, a brand new release that is an absolute blast. A group of friends at a pre-wedding party plays a mysterious game that allows them to swap bodies. As you can imagine, things go off the rails in the most spectacular way. The cast is amazing, and they do a brilliant job of portraying different personalities within the same body. It's a fresh, funny, and genuinely shocking film that will have you talking long after it's over. For a truly unique and entertaining movie night, you have to check out It's What's Inside. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to Filmflix with that notification bell on so you don't miss our next cinematic adventure. Stay curious, keep watching amazing movies, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.